I'm here at the Hall of Fame in Canton, and I'm going to give you a tour about what actually happens here. Is it worth the money? Is it worth the drive? Today, Adam's behind the camera, doing all the camera work. He's driven all the way from Cleveland and he's a local boy, so he's going to edge check me as we go around. But as you can see there, the class of 2019, and then if you look around here, this is the building. It's famous for the orange squeezer on the roof. As you come in, it's really clear everything is so NFL. Here we go, we're inside, class of 2019. A lot of these names, I'm going to be really honest, I don't know. I'm going to learn a lot today. The first room we're going to go into is the NFL room of playing cards. Looking for Browns players. Tim Brown. Warfield. The kicker. Finally, Paul Brown. Jim Brown, come on mate, I'm quicker than there. Now walking into the NFL's first century room. Some fellow Browns fans. As Adam said, Jim Thorne. Here he is, the legend. That's 100 years ago, remember that? The Dayton Triangles. Go Browns.
Hey! This is Paul Brown.
Pleased to meet you. Paul, I'm here with two Browns fans. How do you feel about the Browns winning yesterday?
I loved every minute of it. I highly recommend they do it all the time.
Hang on a minute. I don't think you loved every minute. We had 8 plays to try and do 1 yard.
That's all right.
You enjoyed that bit?
No, not really. But I was there drinking and having a good time.
Good. And this is the bit where my history kicks in. Cleveland Rams moved to LA. I know this. That's when the Browns started. Look at this. This is what we like to see, and it's the future of the Browns. Dominate. The Cleveland Browns, coached by Paul Brown, with 6 future Hall of Fame players. If anyone's got a Cleveland Browns jacket from this era, please send it to me. I'd love to wear it. Otto Graham got this for MVP kind of thing. I'm here at the Hall of Fame. You can just walk around. Obviously, all I'm looking for is Cleveland Brown stuff. Here's a bit of British history. 1985, NFL announces it will play at least 1 international pre-season game every year. That's where it all started. Bears and the Cowboys. Of course, Roger's got his own little bit. Here's the president. This is the first ever American football, and you can see how it's evolved. I've lost my cameraman, and Tom's stepping in to hold the camera. The highlight so far is Sir Joe Thomas, 10,363 consecutive snaps. True legend. Go Browns. Putting pads on. Feel alright? Not too heavy?
Regular. It would have been like the first play action pass, but then he would give it to Motley, who would burst towards the line. So.
The first ever draw play. So if anyone can make a jacket like this, big request. Paul Brown 60s jacket. Gives you an idea of how it all looks. Gilbert Brown versus my leg. Oh, got bigger ankles than him. Yes, I've got quite good thighs. Guard. Okay, now we're talking the gap. Big gap. Now we're going to go through. Here we go, Adam. Here's your test. Name some of them players. Let's try and find some Browns guys. Otto Graham. Potentially better than Tom Brady. Jim Brown. Oh God, he looks young there.
Dante Lavelli.
Didn't know who he is.
He was a defensive end.
See, it's great coming here, learn a lot.
Here's another one, Lenny Ford. Here's another one.
Yeah.
We got Paul Warfield, one of the best wide receivers in the 70s.
O.J. Simpson.
Well, fun fact, in the early 90s when a trial was going on, this bus was actually stolen from here.
Oh.
And someone returned it.
It has been said that a running back is only as good as his blockers. Luckily for 3 Cleveland Brown Hall of Famers, they had one of the best blockers of all time.
Paul, please me.
I see your posts on Twitter all the time, man.
Oh, thanks a lot.
I'm Super Brownie.
I'm Paul, pleased to meet you.
Yeah, I see him all the time on Twitter. I just bumped into him.
A question while you're here.
Yes, sir.
Who's your favourite Hall of Fame?
My favorite Hall of Fame person, autograph, for sure.
Mine's Jim Brown. These are the rings you get when you get in the Hall of Fame. This is the Hall of Fame for fans, yeah? Adam is a great host, talking me through everything, educating me. Barrel Man.
Big dog.
Bear Man. This is the future of Hall of Fame. Need to get myself one of these jackets as well. I don't look good in yellow though. So here you get a chance to put 30 seconds to be a Hall of Fan. So I'm just trying to fill it up as always. I'll put my email address in twice. Hello, my name's Paul Brown and I'm a Browns fan from London in the UK. I travel 32,000 miles a year to watch the Cleveland Browns. This year I'm flying across 9 times. I've got a daily podcast, wear a kilt to represent the Scottish Hammer, go Browns, big victory, and my favourite saying is, come on the Browns! Now I'm going to go in here. This is where the filming stops, I'm not allowed to record. So just come out of the theatre, it was a hologram, crazy room, there was surround sound, subwoofers, strobes, it was all going crazy in there. Meet Hall of Famers on hologram and managers, and yeah, I wasn't allowed to film, but it was absolutely awesome, highly recommend it. I learnt a lot. Now walking into the Pro Football Today room, the Pro Bowl. More Tom Brady. Oh, here we go, Chubb. 92-yard run against the Falcons. I was there on that day. So I remember this one, the Bud Light fridge. When the Browns win, you win. So basically they had loads of chains around these in Cleveland. And then when we won, they all opened up. Breaking news, Baker Mayfield is here. Incredible rookie season, throwing 3,725 yards. When I woke up this morning, I was feeling pretty dangerous. It made the Hall of Fame. Jarvis Landry holds the NFL record for the most receptions by a player in the first 5 seasons. Colour rush as well. Here we go. Number 32, the main man himself, Jim Brown. 12,312 career rushing yards. This is the Super Bowl section. The first ever Super Bowl. Who is it against?
The Packers and the Chiefs.
See, Adam's good at reading off boards.
No, I just know it.
The Vince Lombardi. The 70s, the Steelers. Let's move on. Adam,
Yep.
which one's your favourite ring?
I do like the Saints one. Like the crescent in there.
We're now going to go into the theatre. We've just been in the theatre that moves around. The first half was all about 2019, this season, NFL. It flipped all around, and then we watched the highlights of the Super Bowl. And someone just said they're super pumped after that. Browns have got to get Super Bowl now. It's going to happen one day.
Are you Bob?
Yeah, hi.
I see you on Twitter.
How are you, mate? Okay?
Nice to meet you.
You're good?
Yeah.
Thanks.
Yeah.
We're here in the Hall of Fame shop. We've got loads of Brown gear. Adam likes that one. Ooh, they're nice. Tempted.
I got one of those.
I'm here with the members of the Browns backers of the UK, but the great irony is your name is Paul Brown.
That's correct.
Have you done an Ancestry.com? Have you tried to figure out that you can claim heritage and connection, DNA connection to the man who's responsible for the Cleveland Browns being named the Cleveland Browns?
I haven't done so. I think my family's from France, not America, so.
Well, thinking is one thing. You never know who your family ran into in France that was in American World War II.
See?
So my suggestion is you check out Ancestry.
I'll get online and try that later on.
I think that'd be good. First time at the hall, what was the hall like?
Excellent. I thought excellent value for money. I learned a lot. I know a little bit about the Browns and don't know a lot about the NFL, but today I learned quite a lot about the NFL.
What time to become a member of the Browns family?
Name's Paul Brown, so I had a choice of 2 teams, either the Bengals or the Browns, and I went with the Browns.
Give us some of the highlights of your visit here at the hall.
Well, it's got to be the Joe Thomas shirt. The theatre was awesome. It spinned around 180 degrees, saw all the highlights of this and last year, and then obviously got the recap of the Super Bowl. And watching that, I really hope that the Browns will be in the Super Bowl soon.
How did you find the selection? What are you walking away with?
I'm going to go and get myself the Baker Mayfield cooking apron.
And what are you going to cook with it?
Biscuits and gravy.
Okay, pleasure. Thank you very much.
Thanks very
Good
much.
job.
I'm here with George, who is...
Chief Operating Officer, Executive Producer of the Pro Football Hall of Fame, George Gross. Nice to be here.
George, thanks very much for looking after us
Pleasure.
today.
Great to have the Browns Backers UK here today.
So tell us, how did you get involved with the Hall of Fame?
I grew up in Cleveland in high school as a kid, so I came down here in enshrinement ceremonies. And then when I was a sports producer at CBS, I came back to the Hall knowing it's great respect for history to film a television show with John Madden called The Old Madden Team. Came back again in 2002 where I did a documentary on NFL films called Titan the Spiral, debuted it here. And then when I was brought back to Cleveland to work for the Browns after 3 years, a position here opened up at the Hall of Fame. I applied for it and been able to be here since 2009, a whole decade. I was sharing with you, Paul, and I know that's actually an authentic signature. So my uncle operated on Joe Namath's knee, Dr. James Nicholas. And as his nephew, I got a job as a ball boy. The first day Joe Namath walked on the field in July 1966 in Peekskill, New York. It's a 50-year friendship. I can tell fans he is the exact same then as he was today. A great teammate, funny person, considerate and kind. My dad, a World War II veteran, had moved to Palm Beach. Joe lives near there. And my dad passed away 2 years ago. Joe Namath called me up when he read my dad's obit in the Palm Beach Post, and that's the type of guy he is. So my uncle James Nicholas worked with a guy who used to make polio braces, and if you can see on this, it's got a hinge on the side and the straps to keep them upright, but it bends left and right back. Polio braces were just stiff, so it's got the rotation, so if Joe got hit, or he needed to get his foot back, he could bend with his hamstring and be able to throw the ball and twist and turn.
Well, George, it's been an absolute pleasure.
Oh, my honor, pleasure.
One last question.
Yeah.
What is your highlight here?
The game for life.
Yeah?
Dave Baker, myself, and Joe Horrigan had the concept about the game for football being your game for life. Obviously, I got my friend Joe Namath to host the show, and putting that production together and seeing how it inspires so many people in their day and in their life for their love of the game, to realize their love of the game is really something that they can use in having a great life.
Thanks very much.
Which is Joe Namath's famous Super Bowl phrase. I guarantee it. Thank you all. Thank you.
Thank you. $30, I think, if you're an NFL fan, not an NFL fan, a super fan, know loads about the NFL, I highly recommend the Hall of Fame in Canton.